Hey guys, Lunar Fox Games here with another devlog. This is devlog number 4 for Project Rise. Sorry it's been so long on this devlog. I've been pretty busy with just schoolwork and stuff. Hopefully that's not a problem. But I've added a couple of things since the last devlog, nothing really major. I started trying to implement sound effects. So the dash now has a simple swoosh sound effect. Might change it later, not sure how I feel about it now. But it's something, just to improve the game feel. And then we have this transition sound. Again, I have no idea what to make the sound. That is very temporary. Really have no idea what to do for that sound. I was thinking like maybe for the ladder specifically, there could be like the sound of climbing up a ladder, but I feel like that's, I don't know, a bit generic, if it makes sense. Like, it feels like something from that would be in like a Dragon Quest game or something. Not really sure if it would suit this game, but I might end up changing my mind later. So this devlog, I really just want to give the game general improvements, and to start, I want to improve this dash. Now, I know that the last devlog was all about the dash, but I want to really finish it for now. I'm actually wanting to give it, a dash animation instead of just it using your falling animation. So I think that looks pretty bad when you do that, and it looks pretty weird. And then I want to start implementing the actual upgrade for when you get the dash, because right now I don't have the logic in for if you have the item or not, so let's get that. So here we are. I just finished adding in the dash animation, and I worked ahead a bit just because I was kind of already invested into it. And I added this blue trail to the end of the dash, and it really makes it seem like it's not just a sudden burst. It's actually like sort of a magical upgrade instead of, I don't know, just a sudden force out of nowhere. And then, I'm not sure if you can notice it, but I increased the dash length. It just feels better with it lasting longer. That also means that you're able to go a lot farther with it. I may change that later, but probably not actually, because I'm intending for this actual dash to be like a late game upgrade. Well, not late game, just not part of your starting kit. So I kind of like the increased dash distance. And in order to create this dash effect, you can probably see right here we have a lot of clones. We basically just instantiate our dash object. So what we do is we check it for dashing, and then we just instantiate Echo, which is our dash object, and then that has an animation on it. But the problem is, as you saw, it created a lot of game objects, and over time that will cause lag and just make the game unoptimized. And there's a really easy way to do that. So we see right here, it's just a light blue sprite. So we're going to create a script. Oh, let's call it SelfDestruct. I spelled that right, right? Okay, you not directly edit the prefab. Okay, I just need to actually do something in this, I think. So what we do is we're gonna have a I think an IE numerator, is that what it's called? Yes. Let's just, fun fact, I have like the general idea of doing this, but I'm not referencing anything right now. So all of this is on my own. So for an IE numerator, we're going to need to do a yield, return, and then obviously we want to do wait for seconds. What this does is this is how we make it, wait to do something. So we're gonna have a public, it's gonna be an int timer. And then that should be done, except that we need to actually call this IE numerator. So we're gonna do start coroutine. This shouldn't be a problem that we have it called destroy. You know what? Yeah, it should not be a problem. Because this is a coroutine specifically. I want to say that's going to work, but I may be mistaken. And as we can see, our self-destruct script stops being janky. And timer. It doesn't matter what we set for the time right now because, well, it fades after half a second, so we'll just make it 1 second just to give it a little bit more time. Give it some breathing room. And if this works properly, we'll see that we don't have a million game objects. And it really is that simple. Just making something self-destruct. But something that I want to do now is we cleaned up the dash, we added a sound effect, we have the cool animation. I want to make this base scene look better. And what I'm thinking is, what's the best way to describe this? We're gonna need to put more lighting. Like this torch doesn't actually emit any light. Like we have the little background behind it. But that's not actually light. So I'm gonna start adding some light to the scene and I'll be back to show you what I've done. So here we are. I updated the lighting a bit for the game. And all I did was I made the torches. They have, what's it called? They have their own spotlight next to them. I'm making it glow this reddish orange right around it. And something that I'm going to need to do later, I'm just going to need to redo like all these water tiles, because we can see right here that it's not really updating with the light. And that's because this light right here, oh, what? I didn't know it could go above 1. Like, it's perfectly fine, but if we bring it down, then it doesn't affect this. And this is because, it's because the color on this is actually, like, set to something. It's set to, we have our objects and then the water. Yeah, we manually set the color with the tile. And the thing is, with our tile sheet, all of it is transparent except for the water ones. And I did that like that because we have our water object. And if they weren't transparent, then when we have our sprite renderer over it, then it will bleed off over the edge. But of course I'm updating the lighting. And when this is not 1, it kind of messes that up, so I'll have to change that in the future. But something cool that I found when I was working on the lighting is if we don't have this global light, then it does this really cool effect. And I really like this. I want to implement this into the game somehow. I have no idea how I'm going to do this, but I just love how it looks, and it would be a shame if I don't use it in a level. So guarantee one of the places in the game is going to have this black lighting. It looks really bad with tiles. You can see right there with the waterfall. It looks fine with these. But you can't see anything underwater. So I just have to change the way things look. But I think I'll save that for a different time. I think for now this devlog is done. As we can see, we have our dash effects implemented. We got the sound effects. And we made the scene look a bit better with this lighting. Thank you for watching. This series has really been getting a lot of traction on the channel, which, you know, I'm really enjoying that. Been on a while since, of course, not uploading any videos kind of makes it so you get no views, of course. But the reception to this game so far has been really good, and I appreciate it. If you liked it, then be sure to like the video, comment down below what do you think of it, what are some changes, any ideas you have for the project, and subscribe if you're new here. Thank you very much, and have a good day.